Kaneko's making NFT and blockchain games. That's what he's doing, AJ. Isn't it great? He left ATLUS to go make NFT and blockchain games. Great. I love it. Ugh. I love Kaneko. It's so good. I'm gonna put on some music. Hello, people. Sorry it's been like a week. Not a week. What am I talking about? A week. A month since I last streamed. If you kept up with me on Twitter, I finally hit that point where I needed to go get a new job. And that on top of making videos, it was the sort of thing where it's just, I was so stressed out. It was like, I need to prioritize. I need to prioritize. So I did that. But today was my first day of training. My feet hurt. That one video, Heavy is Dead, that one Heavy is Dead video, because I'm feeling like that spy in the end. I haven't seen it, but I can imagine based on that title. Kaneko. Kaneko. Let me see if I can find the news article. On. LaRue posted the article. I'm gonna go to him. Hey, Mikey, what's up? Kaneko previously did art for an NFT, and now he's just working for the NFT. So here it is. Legend create the fucking Google Translate, auto translate. Legend creator Kazuma Kaneko takes on the challenge of creating new IP with Colopal. In 1998 or 1988. Fuck me. He joined ATLUS Co. Limited. He has been involved in the Shin Megami Tensei and Persona series, creating concepts, designing the worldview, character design, etc. He joined Colopal in 2023 after being involved in the production of numerous games. He is currently involved in a new title under new development. So yeah, he is officially just gone from ATLUS. He does not work there anymore. He left last year. But not just that. This company mostly makes NFT, or maybe not mostly, but they absolutely make NFT and blockchain stuff. Let me see. Trying to find the specific quote where he talked about about using controversial designs or controversial technology. Whatever. They basically talked about PlayStation. Yeah, Mara on the blockchain would be great. I kind of agree with you, AJ. I feel like there probably is Doi is probably just out and out does not have as much creative freedom as Kaneko, because Doi's designs are fantastic and I feel like they've genuinely just gotten better with time, but there's still certain degrees where it's like, this feels like you were told to do something. Oh, 6 o'clock. Where is it? How's everyone doing today, by the way? How's everyone doing today? Oh, it's delayed!
Let us speak of the old vulture's last grasp at power. The tournament for the throne.
Let's just go from here.
Summing up, our first trial is to slay a monster.
Sounds like we've lost a few candidates already too. Poor bastards went after something too nasty for their headhunt.
A land full of feral humans, with people either running or going mad.
What do we believe in, really?
You lot! Enemy attack!
Hitting us while we're asleep is dirty fighting!
Hello, I'm streaming.
To become king, are you?
Not exactly.
I treat all tribes equally.
I treat all tribes equally. I am not racist.
Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating. Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray.
This place, it isn't a utopia.
If that's the real world, then it can die alongside you!
I will not let you die in vain.
He'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
It is a new dawn, and its light shines upon Lord Luis's king.
The race's outcome is beyond your meddling now.
I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good.
Of these
I shall
re-fantasies.
claim the ideals you abandoned and finish it in your stead.
Oh, 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 let's go. A Scottish Atlas game. Let's go. Release date. Remember.
Hello everyone, I'm Katsura Hashino, the director of this title. For those that may not know me, I've worked on titles such as Shin Megami Tensei 3, Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5 among others. Our program today is about ATLUS's upcoming RPG, Metaphor, to share the latest information with you. As we announced in the trailer earlier, the release date is confirmed. The entire team is grateful for the positive feedback we've received since the announcement. But for some of you, perhaps this is the first time you're seeing Metaphor. This work is being brought to you by not only the Persona team, but in collaboration with renowned artists to create a brand new RPG. With this team, we decided to challenge the fantasy genre, aiming to create a game we can call a culmination of our RPGs. Our hope is that not only ATLUS fans, but those who have never played our games, and RPG fans around the world will give this game a shot. Today, we'd like to spend some time introducing the gameplay experience of Metaphor, as I talk over while playing the game. Please check out the ATLUS YouTube channel for
I'm fully
more
paying
information
attention.
that will
I'm
come
just
further
also
down the
trying to
line.
check something real quick.
We'd love your support. Please subscribe. Before I start playing, let me introduce the premise of the story. In this game, you'll be forging bonds to support your claim for the throne. But it's the unique take on this that we hope puts a spin on the classic tale. In a kingdom thrown into chaos by the king's assassination, a royal magic is triggered that establishes an election. This magic allows any individual of any social status to become the next king by gaining the people's support, which sets a battle for the throne in motion. The protagonist gets involved, and the journey will take him around the world. It's a journey that I hope you enjoy, as it's unique to this game. You'll meet various allies of different tribes, rivals who stand by their own ideologies, and terrifying monsters called humans will stand in your way.
Oh no, humans!
The story's brimming with fateful encounters like this. Above all else, a game offers a different experience than a movie or novel. So to prevent this from becoming just a vehicle for our tale, we've gone to great lengths to flesh out the experience into an exciting, fully fleshed game. There's lots to be excited about, so I hope you'll stay with us till the end. Let's get started, shall we?
Honestly, hot take, I kind of wish it was just the in-game cutscenes and not
city's main street.
the 2D anime stuff.
It conveys our hope that players will enjoy a journey through a world full of diverse tribes. If you don't mind, let's start at the beginning.
I think it looks a lot better when it's just the in-game stuff.
What makes Metaphor different from other fantasy RPGs is the perspective of their world in which our world is their fantasy.
Whoa!
After players enter the
Mind
game,
blowing.
they must answer the questions. Is fantasy limited
His
to the
name
confines
is
of imagination?
ATLUS.
Would you call it a powerless creation? The game questions the power of fantasy, a power we all possess. I hope the game helps you arrive to your own conclusions. Our protagonist's journey and goal is to save the prince who has been cursed. This is a scene from the beginning of the game. What differentiates this from previous ATLUS RPGs is that we've added a more dynamic sense of action. The turn-based battles are still central to the combat, but we've incorporated real-time attacking and dodging elements, as well as dashing around and analyzing to keep things exciting. At the beginning of the game, the protagonist isn't strong yet, so the difficulty of the battles is intentionally pretty high in this area. We wanted players to get a sense of both tension and accomplishment. I might die if I risk fighting right now, so I'll explore cautiously during this segment. That said, there are multiple difficulty levels and convenience factors to make things easier, so we hope anyone who wants to play can enjoy it.
I can at least cast my usual spell for you.
In this scene, our fairy companion casts a musical spell. The music you hear in-game is in the protagonist's head. The composer behind the music is Shoji Meguro.
That is such a
People probably know him
strange
from the
way to
Persona
do
series, but I've
diegetic
asked him
music.
not to be constrained by his trademark pop style, and to take on the challenge of creating a totally new sound to fit this game's world.
Thank
We
you.
hope you'll look forward to hearing it. This is a particularly large area in the game, and you can see hordes of enemies ahead. One
Also, he does
exciting aspect of
trademark
this game
pop
is that
style?
You can decide which enemies to fight and how to deal with
I mean,
them.
P4, but
But I'll explain more about battles later.
to say that like that's his default,
First,
to kind of
let's take
talk
a
about it
walk
as if
around
that's
the
his
city.
default feels a little strange. I feel like his default, if anything, is rock.
This is the first stop on our journey, the Royal Capital Grand Trad. The background art was designed by Koda Kazuma, a guest artist we're thrilled to work with. The dynamic architecture comes to life with a unique sense of realism in medieval painting like shaders, so I hope you enjoy taking it in. Here we are at the city entrance, and you probably noticed the massive armored vehicle. The protagonist will ride around in this to travel the world. The original designs of these vehicles were created by Ikuto Yamashita. I'll get into the journey aspect in a little bit, so let's walk around the city a bit more. Using magic, you can ride around on your sword to get from one place to another quickly. I wouldn't define this game as being open world, but we took care to flesh out even the distant backgrounds so you can feel the unique atmosphere of every location. Now we're heading toward an alley. The atmosphere changes a lot from the main street. This is where executions happen. That's not something you see very often.
This is
in
where we
modern-day
murder
stories.
people.
You'll also note some people cowering in the streets, because this world has a prevalent gap between rich and poor. As for our protagonist, he's a boy from an inferior tribe, abhorred by others. Despite his social standing, he's going to participate in the royal tournament. You'll find many problems in each town you visit, and of course people will need your help. His interactions affect his popularity in the race. Let's check out the town map. You can see where you're currently located, and then instantly move anywhere you've previously visited. This should help make the journey more comfortable. Let's zoom out to the map of the entire kingdom. This is the royal capital where we are now. In this world, the areas between cities are dangerous areas referred to as wastelands, which makes travel difficult, unlike our world today. As the story progresses, your main hub moves from city to city. And with that, let's take a look at a new city. This is Martira, a town we're unveiling for the first time. It's a pastoral town.
You say that
quite
as
a
if
contrast from the
we've
capital.
known any other
It may be
location prior to
normal in
this.
Other fantasy RPGs, but through these acts of traveling and staying at new places, I hope you get a true sense of being on a journey, which is a difficult thing to convey in modern-day stories. By incorporating a unique sense of daily life into traveling, we've made taking a trip feel as real as possible in this game. You'll encounter all sorts of things on the road, so please look forward to how the story unfolds. Let's drop in at the recruitment center in this city. Here you take requests to fight dangerous monsters.
No, it's gonna be a
These
day
threats
one
to the city are
$15
called
story
bounties.
DLC.
Bounties give you some nice rewards, which hopefully encourages you to challenge them. And that's really just one of many challenging aspects the game has to offer. This is the weapons shop. Each city you stay in has various facilities, and in this game your choice of equipment is especially important. In Metaphor, we wanted to give you the freedom to customize your party your own way. So we hope you'll even find some joy in making preparations to explore dungeons in your own style.
Please tell me the dungeons
Let's
are
enter the
designed.
tavern. I see an informant here. Informants offer hints about dungeons and battle strategies. Even collecting information like this is something we put a lot of thought into making enjoyable. The back of the tavern is actually an inn. Visiting a new town and staying at a new inn, that's half the fun of traveling, isn't it?
No, there's gonna be a $8
so
DLC that just turns the whole cast into Persona 5 cast.
For further announcements.
Because that's how
on,
you
let's
establish
hop into the
something as being its own
Gauntlet Runner and
IP.
head to the battlefield. The Gauntlet Runner is a vehicle that can travel safely across wastelands. A mobile base, if you will, with movement and mechanisms that allows it to run on magic. So our protagonist and many others travel in their Gauntlet Runners to gather popularity. Let's go ahead.
Still not addressing the sword.
This is the Gauntlet Runner's War Room. If you access the round table here, all your allies gather back from town, and a map of your journey opens. Most RPGs don't have a time limit on the adventure, but Metaphor revolves around the concept of dates and time.
I wonder why.
For people today, travel often has a fixed itinerary, such as 3 days and 2 nights. So in this game, we've captured the travel experience with predetermined lengths of activities and structure. But within that, what you do, where you go, is up to each player who can choose to do things differently. You're free to spend your time as you please. Here we have the list of quests I've accepted. You have a set time frame to complete the main story objective at each location you visit. But these side quests play an important role in the story too. Some require fighting strong enemies, while others may offer rare equipment. The order in which you
What was
take
that
on
noise
these
that came out of that
quests will
thing's
have a
face?
great impact on how difficult the battles feel. So which challenges you take on first will play a big factor in your experience. Now let's pick a destination and head out. Okay, we have departed. In most games, you arrive at your destination instantly, but here you're inside the runner, heading toward it. Imagine, for example, living in a camper with your travel companions. Cooking, conversing, camping.
Is this technically
more.
going back to that original
We want
idea
you to
for
have a
P5 where it
realistic
was meant to be a
traveling
cross-country road
so we
trip?
designed the game to reflect that. This is the kitchen.
That
You can
strikers
cook
would
the
eventually go back
ingredients you've
to?
gathered with your friends to
but
make valuable items.
It was only really a narrative thing.
In the back is the common room. Looks like nobody's here right now, but your allies will often visit you to spend time with them. There is also a collection of books for you to read. Or if you'd rather not do anything, you can sleep here. As you can see, we have Japanese-style capsule-shaped beds. The Gauntlet Runner's interior is quite spacious and even has its own engine room. Here's a washing machine, and you'll find cleaning supplies too. I hope you're excited to learn more about how they play into things. You're not limited to staying inside the Gauntlet Runner. If you climb up the ladder to the deck, you can see it moving through this massive world. You can even see monsters soaring overhead.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
The Gauntlet Runner has so much to do as you head to your
Oh,
next
there it
stop
is.
that it's impossible to tell you it all here. So please stay tuned.
Merely a trap to draw in.
Once you've prepared in the runner or a city, you'll arrive in a dungeon. Here's an introduction to the combat system, which is critical to making progress.
Please let them be designed.
This is the entrance to a certain dungeon. Let's check the main menu before we head in. Here we have features like items, skills, and equipment. You can see that the UI has always been one of our strong suits. It's something that we were very particular about. You often spend a lot of time navigating menus in RPGs, so we wanted to give players a beautiful interface to enjoy a stronger sense of immersion. Let's check out the party customization screen. The key to strengthening a party in Metaphor lies in the job system, and the growth of these jobs is critical to advancing through the game. In metaphor, the power of these jobs is called archetypes. Archetypes are a very important element to this game, which I'll give you a few more details on.
They look
By
like
confronting their
personas,
anxiety, the protagonists acquire these archetypes, a
but
special
they're
power.
not.
Think of them as heroic
jobs.
figures everyone possesses. Their powers manifest in various forms throughout the game. Examples of some archetypes that show up early in the game include the Seeker, who is an all-rounder in battle, the Mage, who strikes weaknesses with offensive magic, and the Thief, who can plunder resources. But the key point of the system here is that the character can undergo a transformation, taking on the appearance of various heroic figures and then use their skills to fight.
Oh, you just know one of them's gonna be Joker.
Let's enter the dungeon and take a look at what kind of combat is possible.
New skills?
Once you enter the dungeon, use your fairy companion's power to analyze your surroundings.
Everyone all right?
This will give you a sort of ranking of nearby enemies. And by that I mean how strong they are. As you can see, many enemies are glowing blue, which indicates a lower rank, in other words, weaker enemies. One of the things we kept in mind during development was our goal to make the game as fast-paced and exhilarating as possible.
I think that's all of them.
You found something.
Tedious and slow-paced enemy encounters can ruin a game's rhythm, especially if you know you can win against weaker enemies.
We're not alone. Keep an eye out.
Now you'll notice we have a large monster ahead. More dangerous enemies give off a yellow glow. If the analysis indicates they're formidable, you should approach cautiously, unlike before. Pressing the squad button will call your party members to your side, transitioning us smoothly into a turn-based battle. If you initiate a squad battle before the enemy notices you, you earn a bonus first strike just like this. Even for battles that require a squad approach to defeat them with skills, the action portion before it is designed to provide a tactical element, with mechanics that can lead to both advantages and disadvantages. The squad option allows you to engage and enjoy tense, tactical battles without even drawing close, and using a variety of skills and strategic actions.
Ah, shut up, Restream.
The party customization is highly flexible and strategic, so we encourage you to create your own unique and powerful party. We have just annihilated the enemies. As you can see, you can earn bonus rewards by defeating all enemies without taking any damage. We implemented this feature to provide a sense of accomplishment in party customization, so I suggest you try it out. So that's the exhilarating action elements and the strategic nature of the turn-based battles. It's a battle system with two aspects to enjoy, so we hope you have fun when the game comes out. Next, I'd like to touch on the volume of dungeons. As you progress through the story, you'll come across
They actually look
main
designed. Oh
dungeons,
god.
which you'll tackle as part of the main story, and side dungeons, which you can explore as part of quests. Both types will of course plunge you into battle. In terms of the number of dungeons to challenge, it's more than any previous title of ours. Furthermore, the dungeon mechanics we've designed were created to avoid impacting the balance and pacing, reducing anything that may bore you. The battle system in these dungeons is one of our strongest selling points, so we hope you enjoy it. As we created the game, one area we focused on was how spending time on the road impacted the growth of your party members. One of the systems that symbolize this is the follower system.
Also known as social links.
The protagonist will meet and befriend various people over his journey.
Social links.
As he continues to deepen these bonds, these followers will become his strongest supporters.
Social links.
Seeing their way of life through these interactions, the protagonist senses the heroic image within them, giving him access to new archetypes in battle.
Oh my god, Proto, you are 100% right.
It's up to the player to decide
That's
which
Rin.
followers to prioritize interacting with.
That was Rin.
Finding strategies to gain advantage, both in dungeons.
Oh yeah, no,
and
you're right.
outside
You're
of
right.
them,
Confidants. My
is a
bad.
unique
My bad.
aspect of this game. We hope you enjoy them.
That is just Rin.
There's more to share
But, like,
about archetypes,
Fox Girl.
but we'll save that for future announcements. I'll just say for now that there's a significant number of them in the game. Furthermore, your other party members can also equip any type of archetype, giving you countless
Thank God.
options in forming your party.
Thank God.
Take a look. I'll show you on screen. Here's a party consisting only of brawlers. Unique parties like this are fully possible, so we hope you get creative with it. Metaphor has been created with the goal of fusing the idea of a journey with interpersonal interactions, party growth, combat, and a taste of the storyline we've described today into a single game experience. So when the game releases, we hope you'll experience these aspects to the fullest. What did you think?
Looks cool.
That was only scratching the surface of the journey and the basics of the game system. There's so much more we can't wait to share. Metaphor is a massive game filled with interesting and unique elements. As for the narrative, I only touched on the beginning of the story, but the surprising twists and turns we're known for await you. I hope you're looking forward to hearing more about the story and characters that make this game truly special.
It will probably be, like, good.
In addition, starting in June, we're hoping to give you hands-on demos in various events
Ooh!
around the world. The entire development team is working hard to get the game ready for release.
I like that cover.
So please stay tuned. I should also mention we're opening pre-orders today, so don't miss out.
Though I kind of wish that one
In addition
shot
to the standard
where he's
edition,
like this.
Metaphor is also available in a
I kind of
special
wish
physical collector's
like this.
edition.
I kind of wish
This year
that was to
marks
cover.
35 years since ATLUS released its first game, and Metaphor serves as the 35th anniversary commemoration title for the ATLUS brand. It's a
Yeah.
celebration.
Oh, there's the costume.
Very
That's actually
excited
like a
to get this
really
game
healthy
into your
mix.
hands. So we hope you check
That's
it
like a
out
really
when it
healthy
launches.
mix of ATLUS.
Before I sign off, I have a short video we prepared for those of you who stuck with us to the end. This is a scene from the Gauntlet Runner, which I spoke about earlier. Please look forward to the all-new RPG from ATLUS, Metaphor. Thank you very much for
ReFantazio.
your time today.
Hey there. Yep.
So clearly, when you're actually on your ship, you'll be doing some of the Persona social sim stuff. Is that it? Really? Really? That was it? Cool, you can take a bath. And then it ends? No, it buffers. No, it ends. Okay, let's go back and look at those costumes.
Yeah. Game.
Okay. Okay. So I see boy with earring. I see Tatsuya. I see Makoto Yuki. I see Yuna Arakami. I see Ren Amamiya. I see Flynn. I see I see Nahobino. And I see what is that one? I don't think that's Etrian Odyssey. I don't think that's Etrian Odyssey. I also like this, an ATLUS history book. So you get 4 Innocent Sin, 5 Nocturne, Royal. Oh, this one in the middle I'm struggling with a bit. Is that Eternal Punishment? No, that's Eternal Punishment. What is this one? I'm actually struggling to make that one out. I don't think it's Unicorn Overlord because Unicorn Overlord is Vanillaware. ATLUS publishes Vanillaware. They publish Vanillaware, but they don't really lay claim to Vanillaware at all. What is that one? These two. There's Catherine. There's... Is that Etrian? Oh, wait, no, this one is SMT5. I just realized this is not Hobino. This is not Hobino. You can't see my mouse cursor. You can't see my mouse cursor. Well, okay, it goes. SMT4, Innocent Sin, Persona 5, Nocturne, Royal, SMT5. I still don't know what this one at the very end or at the top is, though. That one I'm actually struggling. What's that in the bottom left? Is that Persona 3? Is that Persona 3? I think that might be Persona 3. Then you get Full Body, you get Persona 1, you get Eternal Punishment, you get P4, and then you get Strange Journey, specifically Redux. Cool. Cool. I think it looks impressive. Oh, and then you get All-Time Best, the soundtracks. Oh, this little digital history book is it's digital. I was hoping it'd be a real book. I was hoping it'd be a real book. A real book would be really neat. Anyway, so you get some teeth. You get some teeth also. Little metal teeth. I will put them in my mouth. What is that? Stickers? Sticker sheet. Yeah, those are stickers. Genuinely, why include stickers in these like collector's editions? I'm never gonna use them. I'm not gonna use them. They're too rare. I'm not gonna use them. You get the base game, you get a steel book, you get a soundtrack, you get an art book, Homotenta metallic pins, those are the teeth. You get a sticker sheet, you get a cloth map. I really like cloth maps. That's such a weird thing to say. I like Breath of the Wild, the collector's edition. It came with a papyrus map of Hyrule, as well as on the other side it was the prophecy. Or was it a prophecy? It was like the mural that showed what happened. That was what should have happened. I loved that thing. And then I was like, Mom, I want to frame this. Could you help me find a frame that would fit this? And she was like, sure. And then she asked if she could take it for a little bit, and I was like, okay, sure. And I gave it to her. And then she came back, and she came back with 2 picture frames. You actually see one of them. Came back with 2 picture frames of both sides photocopied. I don't know where the original papyrus went, neither does she. So much for getting that framed. Technically, I got it framed, but whatever. No, this collector's edition looks cool. If pre-orders are up, I wonder how much. Let's just try Amazon. Don't look at the porn on my Amazon. There's just nothing. You guys want 13? You want 13? We can get 13. It's up on GameStop, 150. That feels reasonable, actually. That feels reasonable. For all this much? That feels fair. Yeah. Yeah, 150. Yeah, that's reasonable. That's fine. I'm totally fine with that. That doesn't feel insane. If this was 200, this would be insane. But no, it's like... Yeah. I feel comfortable. Okay, I want to go back real quick. I'm feeling pretty confident about this. You know, looks good. Looks good. I want to go back and rewatch the part specifically about the battle system. About combat.
In other words, weaker is fast-paced and can win against weaker enemies. Ahead. If the analysis indicates they're formidable, you should approach cautiously, unlike before. Pressing the squad button will call your party members to your side, transitioning us smoothly into a turn-based battle. If you initiate a squad battle before the enemy notices you,
Okay. So let me make sure I got this I understand this. It is in the overworld. In the overworld, you just go up and you just can attack enemies, but you'll do like a set amount of damage, and you only really be able to take down enemies that are weaker than you, that are blue. If they are formidable, then at any point you can hit the squad button to turn it into actual turn-based combat in which you can do real damage.
A yellow glow. If the analysis indicates they're formidable, you should approach cautiously, unlike before. Pressing the squad button will call your party members to your side. Transition
very instant transition.
into a turn-based battle. If you initiate a squad battle before the enemy notices you, you earn a bonus first strike just like this. Even for battles that require a squad approach to defeat them with skills, the action portion before it is designed to provide a tactical element, with mechanics that can lead to both advantages and disadvantages. The squad option allows you to engage and enjoy tense, tactical battles without even drawing close, and using a variety of skills and strategic actions.
Okay, so they're not really going into
enjoy tense, tactical battles without even drawing close, and using a variety of skills and
they're not really going
actions.
into what's up with the potential press turn system at the top. Well, I know they probably they talked about it in the past, but I'm blanking on that. I'm genuinely blanking on it.
The party customization is highly flexible and strategic.
I like how the UI is bobbing up and down with the character.
So we encourage you to create your own unique and powerful party.
Also, it's fantastic. It's so fantastic that Meguro is being allowed to do another like Strange Journey type soundtrack. Strange Journey is incredible music, and I'm so glad that this seems to be more in that vein.
We have just annihilated the enemies. As you can see, you can earn bonus rewards by defeating all enemies.
It's 200 Canadian. Of course it's two. Of course it is. Of course it is.
Without taking any damage. We implemented this feature to annihilate the drawing element. This further side. If
it's just straight up. Haha, straight up. It is just up now. Here, let me pull it up. Canada. Literally only Canada. Okay, let's get specific breakdown. Specific breakdown. Shujin Academy, Yasugami High School, Gakukan, Seven Sisters, St. Hermlin, Jonin High School, Samurai Garb, Etrian Odyssey. That was Etrian Odyssey. Okay, cool. Cool. Still a little unbalanced. It's still 5 Persona games versus, 3 not. But hey, at least it's not just Persona. This is neat. It looks good. I am excited. I am terribly sorry, but I really just need to double check one thing. What was it? Why am I saying what was it? I know exactly what it is. I just want to double check it. Make sure I'm right. Okay, yeah, that's just press turn. It's just press turn. I was right. It's just press turn. Hell yeah. Press turn. Let's fucking go.
Analysis indicates they're formidable.
Oh my god. Excited. Yeah, that's one thing I'll say with that little 35th anniversary book is that it's only really focusing on the current. It's only focusing on the current. What about, Megami Tensei? What about Shin Megami Tensei 1? It's only, like obviously there's Persona 1 and 2 in there. But that feels almost like cheating, almost, because Persona's the most important thing. Do you mean... What do you mean no mention of Kaneko? Oh yeah, there should be a little bit of Devil Survivor in there. Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, there's a... No, Catherine's in there. Catherine's in there. Unless Catherine also, Strange Journey is in there. Honestly, they should just have, like... For the costumes, it should be the 5... Persona 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. And then SMT 4, SMT 5, Etrian Odyssey, and then also Strange Journey and Catherine? Because that's what's on the cover. That is what's on the cover of the digital book, the digital history book. That should be on there. Oh, well. That could be a good point. Actually, maybe. I feel like they could justify putting some stuff on there that wasn't released internationally. That could be the logic, but I would disagree. I would disagree if that was actually the decision. Hello, Kawakami Big Nose. How are you doing? But yeah, oh my god, I'm so happy that it's actually, yes, it is press turn. Jesus Christ, thank you. I love press turn so much. We're getting 2 press turn games this year, guys. Holy shit, I just realized. We're getting 2 of them. Hell yeah. Press turn. Ugh. Honestly, if you ask me, it probably should have been, the cover should have been like, the top should have been the first entry in each series, and then the bottom should have been the latest entry. So, cover of SMT 1, cover of SMT 5, cover of Persona 1, cover of Persona 5, cover of Etrian Odyssey 1, cover of Etrian Odyssey Nexus. That wouldn't be enough to fill out the six on the thing. Never mind. They put SMT 5 on there twice. They put SMT 5 on there twice. They could have taken Royal off and put something else there. Ah, well, it's Atlus. You know how they are. You know how they are. Yep, we got 2 months. 2 months. So excited. So happy. Oh my god. Hello, Sumi-kun. How are you doing? And I agree. Hello, Sumi. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah. I am excited for SMT 55. SMT 55! What if that's the twist? What if this is some... I could say something, but it would be a massive spoiler for that game. What if SMT 5 Vengeance is actually SMT 55, and the plot twist is that there's been a bajillion games that happened off screen? Like that one other game that had a weird name with the letter V. Just imagine. SMTW. Yes, Proto. Yes. I was hesitant to say it because, you know, spoilers. Kind of a big deal. I love how like 5 of you all at once were like, no, please don't. Holy shit. Listen. Atlus doesn't tell the best stories. They tell better stories. They tell better stories than dang it, Grandpa. I never played the what was that one game that just the creator of Danganronpa just came out with, or just came out with last year. Was it Operation Raincoat? Something. Codename Raincoat? Whatever. I have no idea if that one was any good. It was on Switch and it ran really poorly, apparently, and I was like, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it if it's... Proto, that's another game that I could just spoil the fuck out of right now. That's another game I could just spoil the fuck out of right now. Do you want me to spoil the fuck out of another game? The game's over 10 years old. So it's not like it's recent, but I could spoil the fuck out of it. It's the biggest twist in that game. I never played Ultra Despair Girls, and I'm glad, and I have no plans to ever. In fact, I am actively against playing that game. I am never going to play it. I'm going to go out of my way to not play it. Ultra Despair Girls. I would have so much more respect for Metaphor if it didn't do romance and the follower system was literally just political followers. I think I would have so much more respect for the game if it just did that and it wasn't just some thinly veiled attempt at including dating sim with the context of, oh no, it's all about your political opinion. And you being a leader. Put the music back on. Cool, the song ended right as I put the music back on. Oh, selecting a queen, yeah. They could totally go that route. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I gotta bring that audience in somehow. How insane was it that people got really angry at LaRue because he was like, I hope the next Persona game doesn't have some weird pedo shit in it. And they're like, you don't understand the game. You don't understand this series, tourist. And it's like, weird pedo shit has not been in the game. Has not always been in the games. Where the fuck is Etrian Odyssey, actually? We need to get some kind of update on a new Etrian Odyssey. It's been years. We got the HD remasters last year. But what about a new one? Play The World Ends With You, please. Please do it. I could believe that. I could believe that. If that's true, Mikey, I could believe that. I'm blanking on what they're called, but yeah, Studio One, Development Studio One just does everything that isn't Persona or Studio Zero. No, seriously, I'm so excited. 2 press turn games. I never watched the anime for The World Ends With You, so I have no idea if it's any good. All I do know, though, is the Switch version literally has a new epilogue that leads directly, it has like story content that leads into and sets up Neo, The World Ends With You. Yes, I played the first Untold game and it didn't click with me back then. And then I played Etrian Odyssey 1 HD last year and it was really good. That's thrown in with everything else. That's the thing. Studio 1 is basically the SMT studio and also Etrian Odyssey. That's basically what it is. It's the SMT studio, and then they have a team over there within it that does Etrian Odyssey. And then they'll have like a third team for like Soul Hackers 2, which is still basically SMT adjacent. Even if the name isn't on there. Yeah, and then there's P Studio, which is basically Studio 2. And then there's Studio 0, which is Studio 3, which is doing this game. And they did Catherine Full Body. If I had to guess, TMS was done by Studio 1. Actually, no, I think it was, because I'm pretty sure the team that would eventually go on to do Soul Hackers 2 did TMS. I'm pretty damn sure. It's the same director, at the very least. Director, producer, I don't know. So I will say, I'm probably gonna call it. It's been an hour. This was good. This was a good showcase. Looks cool. I'm gonna go make some food. I'm hungry. Also, like a little bit of a headache. You guys have a good night. Yeah, there was overlap in terms of the menus and the UI. I thought those menus were fine, but I know some people like hate those menus. But I thought the UI was fine. I don't know. It's just a me thing. You guys have a good night. I'ma go get food.